Hello Year 3 and welcome to the maths lesson for Monday the 22nd of February. I hope you all had managed to get a good rest over half term and are ready for some good hard work now we're back. So let's start off with some mental maths. Today we're going to look at subtracting two-digit numbers by partitioning and recombining. So you can see that we've got over here 54 take away 23. So there's my 54 and I'm going to take away 20 of those and then 3 more. Which leaves me with 31. So let's write that in there. Now, if we have a look over here where we've done the partitioning, we can see that we can partition 23 into 20 and 3. And we can partition 54 into 50 and 4. So we can do 50, take away 20, which will leave us with 30. And we can do 4 take away 3, which will leave us with 1. So it's showing us that we can get the same answer by partitioning, subtracting the 10s, subtracting the 1s, and then recombining. So we need to add our 30 and our 31 back together to recombine. I'm also showing you down here on a number line. So I've started with 54, which is my largest number, and that goes on the right-hand side of my number line. And I've taken one big jump of 20 to get me to 34. Then I've taken a smaller jump of 3. So I've taken 20 in the first jump, 3 in the second jump, to get from 34 to 31. Now you can do jottings or you can do these in your head, it's up to you, but have a go, choose your challenge, pause the video while you have a go and see which ones, see how you get on. Now today, to be successful, you need to be able to partition and recombine in order to take away or subtract and to use your place value knowledge. So pause the video and off you go. Well done. Right, now it's time for you to check your answers. Great job. On to our main part of the lesson for today. Well, today we are looking at adding and subtracting ones to hundreds. So ones to hundreds, three-digit numbers. And to be successful today, you're going to need to be able to represent the calculations in different ways. And you need to understand the place value in three-digit numbers. So let's start off by looking at this calculation. We've got a calculation here, 214 plus 3. Now you'll see over here I have got some words printed. Build it, draw it, write it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be building it, and on today's timetable there's a link to a website, MathSpot, Manipulatives, where you can use place value counters, and Deans are available on their website for you to help you if you need to use those. So we'll start off with building it. So we've got 2 hundreds and 14, so that's 2 hundreds, 1 10 and 4 ones. There we are, 4 ones. And to that we are going to add 3. So we're adding 3 more ones. I can do that by moving 3 ones up to here. And you can see now that I've still got 200s, I've still got 110, but now I've got 4 ones, add 3 ones. Well, you can tell me, can't you, that 4 and 3 equals 7, that's right. So my new total is going to be 217, because I've now got 7 ones. Now we can show it using the counters on the hundreds, tens and ones place value grid. We've got 200 in my hundreds there. We've got 110 and I've got 4 ones. So I need to add 3 more ones. So I'm going to add 3 more ones here. I want to disappear behind it. So now in total I have got how many ones? Well, you know, don't you? That's 7 ones in total. So that's giving me 4 plus 3 is 7. So I've got a total of 200, 110 and 7 ones, giving me my answer of 217. Now, lots of different ways we can show this. I'm going to show you also on a part whole model. So let's start off by writing 214. And how can we partition that in our part whole model? Well, let's think. How is 214 made up? Well, it's made up of 200, 110 and 4 ones. And I need to add 3 more ones to that. So 4 ones and 3 ones is 7, giving me a total of 217. And finally, and really quickly, I'll show you on a number line. Ooh, let's rub that out, start at this end. So we've got 214 and we're going to add 3. Now we can do 3 jumps of 1, 1 jump of 3. So it's 215. Make sure you write the number underneath so you don't get lost. But we can do add 1, add 1, add 1. Or you can just do it as 1 jump of 3. That's up to you. Now, let's have a look at this one. This time we've got 214 and we're going to subtract 3. So let's have a look. Build it, it says first of all. Build it. So let's build it using the Deans. So we've got 100, 200, 110 and 4 ones. And this time we're going to take away 3. Now, to show that we've taken 3 away, what I'm going to do is put a line through 3. So I'm going to take those 3 away, and that leaves me now with an answer of 200, 110 and 1, which if we combine that together gives me 211. Now we can do the same up here on our place value grid, simply again by crossing out the 3 we're going to take away. We don't have to add any today because we've got a subtraction here. So we're going to take 3 away and that leaves us with 200, 110 and 1, and then if we recombine that we get 211. Now we can do it on the part whole model. So we've got 214 that we start with, partitioned into 200, 110 and 4 ones, and what we need to do is take 3 ones away from 4 ones, which is going to leave us with 1. Now, have you noticed anything in all the calculations we've done on the slide before and on this slide? The only digit in the number that is changing is the ones digit. So 4 ones subtract 3 ones gives us 2 ones. The 200 and the 110 is staying the same. So it's staying the same here, staying the same here, and it's staying the same here. So quickly, just on a number line, because we're subtracting, we're going to write our highest number at the right hand side of our number line. So we're going to write 214 there, and you can do this as 1 jump of 3. I'm going to do it as 3 jumps of 1. So subtract 1, subtract 1, subtract 1. And I'm going to make sure that I record my numbers where my number line or my jumps reach the line. So 213, 212, 211. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the tasks to you for today. Each group has got similar tasks, just some of the numbers are different. So the first task is carrying on with my build it, draw it, say it, or write it. And it's asking you to write the number in words or write the calculation in words. So what calculation is this showing? Well, I've got 100s, 4 10s and 5 ones, and I'm going to add 3 ones. So my calculation is going to be, and that goes in this box, right as a calculation, 145 plus 3. But what does that equal? Well, we can just count up the ones. And how many ones have we got there? Well, we've got 8 ones. 5 and 3 gives us 8. So the hundreds and the tens stays the same and the ones digit changes. And we can show it on a number line. So we'll start with 145. Going to add 3. You could do 3 jumps of 1. Or 1 jump of 3 if you're feeling confident. And that shows us that we get the same answer there, 148. And it's asking us also to write it in words. Now, we did writing with words a few weeks ago. So let's see what our number is. 100 and 40. Oh, don't forget 40 is one of those tricksy ones where it isn't spelt like 4, F-O-U-R. It's just an F-O-R-T-Y, and then 5 plus or add 3. So that's task 1. You need to write the calculation in words. You need to build it and draw it. You need to write the calculation or number sentence and show it on a number line. So the second task is to write the missing number in the box to make the number sentence correct. So for example, we've got 324 plus 5. Well, and then it's saying equals 330, take away something. So we need to work out this side of our question first. So what are we adding? Well, we're adding 5 ones. And we're adding 5 ones to 4 ones. So my answer is going to be 329. And 329 equals, or is the same as, because remember the equal signs are like a balance, 330 minus what? So if you start at 330 and count back, well, we're only going to have to count back 1, aren't we, to get to 329. got a second example here. Again, we'll need to work out the side with both numbers first. So 186 take away 3. Well, again, we've got 6 take away 3. And 6 take away 3, you can all tell me, I know, is going to be 3. And our tens number hasn't changed, and our ones number hasn't changed. So we've calculated this side as equaling 183, and that's the same as 180 plus what? That's right, 180 plus 3. So those are our answers. So that's what you need to do for task 2. And in task 3, you've got some spinners. Well, you've got some pictures of some spinners. And you've got to imagine if you spin the spinner and then add the two scores together. And it's asking you to find and write all of the number sentences. So if I start with where the pointers are now, I could say 625 plus 5 equals, we need to work out the answers too, well, 5 and 5 more ones is going to be how many? Well, it's going to be 10. So let's think about this. We can't have more than 9 in our ones column. So we're going to have to change our 2 to make it a 3. So we're going to have a 630. And then if we have a look at the second one, well, we haven't used this number yet. So we could have a 5 with the 625, or we could have 5 with 823 plus 5. So if we have a look at that, well, we're adding 5 ones to 3 ones, which gives me 8 ones. And my hundreds and my ones haven't changed here because we've only got 8 ones, whereas in the first example, we had 10 ones. Now, there's quite a few answers, and see if you can find them all. If you've done it adding together, there's another set of spinners on your sheet for you to practice finding the number sentences by subtracting the numbers. So see if you can do that as well. Now this week, I've also given you some additional challenges. They're on a separate sheet altogether, and they're investigations or things for you to have a look at and think about. And they might take you a couple of days doing those, but if you finish through these really quickly, you can have a go at starting on one of those and let me know how you get on. I haven't given you any answers for those, so you'll have to explain to me what you have discovered or what you have found out. Anyway, if you can send your work in by 3:30, that's great. If not, we will still look at it. And then the next lesson for tomorrow will be available from 5 o'clock today on our YouTube channel. Bye for now, and I'll see you again tomorrow.